Good morning, maker friends. How are y'all doing this morning? I'm really excited you're joining me over here at a maker studio today. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Kerri, and I have a YouTube channel called Mama Dares to DIY. If you're into super easy and creative stuff, you can head over there after our live today and you can check that out. Y'all, we're going to give everybody just a few minutes to hop on here. If you've got somebody you think might be interested in making some fun creative projects with us today, definitely tag them down in our comments below because somebody is going to win an awesome prize package from a maker studio today. Let's give everybody just a few more minutes. Y'all, I cannot believe it is time for school to already start. Can you? It is crazy. The summer just flew by way too quickly. And although I don't have any children still in school, I do have a lot of friends that do. And I know that y'all probably have some either children or grandchildren that are also getting in that back to school spirit. So y'all, that's what our project is going to be about today. I'm going to give you a really easy, cheap, super cheap idea that you can use as a back to school sort of teacher happy so you can get off on the right foot with that brand new teacher. Y'all, don't forget to let me know, are you watching me live this morning or are you catching it on a replay? Have you got your coffee cup filled up? You want to definitely do that because we've got some people joining us and it is almost time to get started. I can't believe how quickly the summer has totally flown by. I mean, it just went by way too quickly, didn't it? For those of you who don't know, I do live in Panama City Beach, Florida. So definitely let me know down in the comments below where you're joining me from today. Also let me know, are you watching me live or are you catching it on a replay? Be sure you've got that coffee cup filled up because we're going to hop onto our workspace now. Okay, makers, here is our project today. I'm going to be making over this wooden picture frame that I got from my local Dollar Tree. It's got its own cute little stand. So it's going to stand up just like this, but this is going to make an absolutely awesome gift for a teacher because I'm going to give you some ideas where you can change this out. You can even give her a few different ones so she can kind of keep them changed out for the seasons. Isn't that a great idea? I'm going to be using some things that I had left over from previous projects. So other than the picture frame, everything else I pretty much just had laying around my house. So y'all, this is going to be a super affordable project. You can also do the same things with the objects that you have laying around your house as well. So I've got some of my one-step paints from a maker studio. I'm not going to be using all of these paints today, but I did want you to see some of the beautiful colors that we've got here. I'm also going to be using one of our rub-on transfers. And I love this transfer sheet. There's so many options you've got here. You've got some beautiful butterflies. You've got these awesome birds. Look how pretty that bee is. So many options to choose from. But for our project today, I'm going to be doing this cute little bumblebee. This is a full color transfer. And I'm also going to be using a crayon. Isn't that adorable? I've also got some resin pieces that I had left over from other projects. These were just clear resin. I painted this one gold, and then I went in and painted this one. Originally, I did it for a previous project in some gold resin, but y'all, I just went over with a little Harbor Lights paint, and I transformed it into this pretty turquoise color. Isn't that pretty? So this is going to be another option. But first, we need to prepare our little picture frame here. I know this is beautiful and we want to keep looking at it, but I'm going to get it off of my workspace because I've gone ahead and cut out the pieces I'm going to use today. Okay, so I've got a cute little piece of buffalo plaid ribbon here. This is wired ribbon. I figure you really can't go wrong with black and white ribbon, can you? Everybody just kind of gravitates towards this because it's pretty neutral, no matter if you're into farmhouse decor or not. So I went ahead and prepared my canvas ahead of time, or my picture frame rather, and I went ahead and painted it in our one-step paint in Baja's Buff. But y'all, I want to show you some other colors that would be really pretty to paint this with. This is called Linen, and I'll give you a little pro tip that I use on my one-step paints that are in these sizes because the color is written on the sides of your jars here. So when you open them, you're going to kind of tear off the color. Just take a Sharpie and write the color of your paint on the bottom. That way when you're looking at it, you know exactly what color it is, no matter if it gets torn off when you open up your paint. So this is linen. This is another one of my favorites. It's called Almond Daze. Can you see the difference? The Almond Daze sort of has more of an antique white with a little bit of yellow cast to it. So this is Baja's Buff. You can see the difference between that and the linen. And y'all look at this pretty Serengeti gray. I love this Serengeti gray. It doesn't have any blue cast whatsoever. It's just a really pretty neutral gray. So if you're just now joining us, these are just some of our other colors that we have in our one-step paint line. Linen, Serengeti gray, and Almond Daze. And the color that I used for my project today is called Baja's Buff. Y'all, if you're just now joining us too, don't forget, tag a couple of your friends in those comments below, because one lucky person is going to win a prize today from a Maker Studio. If you want to be entered, all you've got to do is to sprinkle that love with a couple of your friends and tell them to look at what we're doing over here this morning at a Maker Studio. I've also got some black paint here, and I just want to antique the edges of my frame with this black paint. But before I get to that part, I want to show you what else I did. So there was a little piece that goes into the back of our frame here, and I used that as a template, and all I did was to cut out some foam board, and the foam board I actually picked up from the Dollar Tree as well. I did go ahead and paint this the same Baja's Buff, because once I put it in here, it's going to look like it's one whole piece. You don't have to paint it the same color. You can totally paint it a different color if you want to, but I want mine to sort of blend in. Okay, so now let's start decorating this frame. Isn't this a great frame? I've used this frame for several different projects, and I just think it's a great little wooden picture frame. I think Walmart actually has some of these that are kind of similar. They might actually be a little bit bigger. So keep in mind, Dollar Tree and Walmart, as well as your craft stores like Michael's, they have lots of these little wooden cutouts. So I've got a little ribbon here. I've gone ahead and dovetailed the ends. And if you're not familiar with what dovetailing is, it's just sort of cuts a V. And the way that you do that, fold your ribbon in half, take a pair of your scissors, preferably a bigger pair than this, and just cut up at an angle, and that's how you make a dovetail. Isn't that simple? So y'all, I'm just going to glue with my hot glue gun this into the center. Make sure before you start gluing though that you have found the center, and that's easy. Just fold our little ribbon in half, and there's our center. And I'll just gather with that. You could also, if you don't have a teacher that you're making a gift for, you can also do this project for yourself. The great thing about this is it is interchangeable. So just pick out some of your favorite things. Some of your favorite stencils would be really cute because you can keep changing those out by making another piece of your cardboard. I think you can do Christmas, you can do the pumpkin patch. Oh my gosh, y'all, fall is just around the corner, and Amy has some awesome pumpkin themed stencils. I love those. So this is a little resin piece from a previous project that I did. If you missed that, you can check that out on the Maker Studio page on our Facebook page, because it is there. I did this fun little resin, little gold piece, and I think that would be so pretty just popped in the inside of that. If you wanted to, you could also use the dual glue method if you're not comfortable just using your hot glue gun. You can also use a little bit of E6000 with your hot glue, and I like to call that the dual glue method. That way you've got a little temporary hold as well as a permanent hold. Y'all, look how stinking cute that is. Isn't that adorable? So now I just want to accentuate this black. I want to pull in just a little more black onto this project. So I'm going to take some of my black One Step paint and just a flat brush. And I'm actually going to offload most of this paint because I just want to do sort of a dry brush technique. I just want to lay my paintbrush to the side and just sort of very lightly, I don't want it to glob up, just want to very lightly accentuate that edge. You could even paint this edge in the black paint if you wanted to. It is totally up to you how much or how little, or if you even want it at all. It's a subtle touch, but I love how it looks. Let me really quickly go all the way around. So y'all, are you ready for back to school? Have your kiddos already started yet? It just blows my mind that summertime is over. Okay, I've got just a little bit more to put up at the top. Even though you won't be able to see this at the top, I still want to go ahead and put a little bit on the sides too. And again, this is totally optional. I just think it adds a little bit of texture and interest to the edge though. Okay. Y'all, how cute is that? Cute, simple, easy. I mean, what else could we ask for? The only thing that would make this even cuter is to be able to make interchangeable pieces, which is exactly what we're gonna do. So let's wash out our paintbrush. And y'all, don't forget to let me know, are you watching me live today or are you catching it on a replay? I love to know where you're joining me from too. Just kind of brings me a little bit closer to y'all. Okay, let's put the top back on this black because y'all, if you watch me before, you know that I'm a super messy crafter. So I have to try to keep everything straight and in order because let's face it, it's a struggle. Okay, so now I've got my little acrylic resin M that I made from a previous project. We do have the alphabet molds, and y'all, I have used these for lots of different things. You could even put a little hole in here with our little hand drill, and you can make keychains out of these. How cute would this be to make little keychain tags to go on your kids' backpacks? And all I'm gonna do is just hot glue this M right in the middle here. And if you wanted to, you really can add in a little bit of that E6000, and I'll show you what that looks like if you want to use the dual glue method. You don't have to, but if you would feel better, then I highly suggest you do that. Okay. Press down really, really well. I had a little bit of black paint on my fingers, I think. It would even be really cute to take that same paintbrush and do the edge of our M to make it pop a little bit if you want to outline it just like we did here. But y'all, look how cute this is. Got one little tab here that's not bent back. There we go. And y'all, wouldn't this make a great gift for your teacher? If you're getting new students in and this is something that your teacher is going to look at, they're going to remember your kid every time they look on their desk because it is so stinking cute. Okay, so that's one option. Another option is going to be to use some of our rub-on transfers. Y'all, if you have not used these rub-on transfers before, you are not going to believe how simple and easy it is. So it's got a back on it. And look, you see this? This is sticky. So when we place this, I want to make this off-centered just a little bit because my crown is going to go on the top. And actually, it needs to go up just a little bit more. It is slightly sticky, but it's not really, really sticky. So if you mess up and you don't like where you place it the first time, you can pick it up and sort of move it again. But once you start rubbing on it, then it's going to lock it into place. So I'm just going to do the finger measure here. That looks pretty centered. So now I'll just take my finger and sort of rub this on. And then I'll grab a popsicle stick. And y'all watch how easy this is. Because I'm working on foam core, I'm not going to rub too hard because I don't want to rub a shallow spot in that foam core. But the great thing is you don't have to rub super hard. You just want to get this to release. Have you ever used these rub-on transfers before? Y'all, these make great additions to pieces of furniture. I am going to have to rub just a little bit harder. But you can use this on furniture. I think you can actually even use this on fabric. I've put these onto plates before that I've hand painted. And this really does give it a hand-painted look. Okay. Now we'll just pick up the edge. You can see. This is like magic, isn't it? Look how pretty that is. It looks just like I hand painted this. So now the great thing is I can layer this. So I'm going to take my little crown and I'm going to do the same thing. And I just want to barely go over the little antennas. You could also put it on the top, and actually I think I do like it better like that. This is a hard decision, but I do think I like it on the top. Which way do you like it better? Like this? Or like this? I think I like it on the top. If you think I should do it the other way, let me know below. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing we did with our bee. Isn't this a fun little project? And just think, if you've got Christmas stencils, you want to make a Christmas insert that you can give to your teacher. That would be super cute. All of the holidays. Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter. Amy gives us great stencils for all of the holidays. You can even, if she's got puppy dogs, we even have some awesome puppy dog stencils too. Or kitty cats as well. I love that Amy thinks of everybody. We even have some teacher stencils, I believe. Okay, look how cute that is. This would even make a great tile. If you've got some tiles, some of the little 4x4 white tiles, I think that would make a great little thing to do as well. And y'all, look how cute this is. Don't you love that? What else would you see yourself doing inside this picture frame? It's so quick and so easy, but y'all, so stinking versatile. I honestly can't believe that we are done with this project. If you wanted to, you could definitely seal this with a matte sealer, but the great thing about our one-step paints is they already have the sealer built in, so you don't have to if you don't want to. What do you think about our project? Which one of our little inserts is your favorite? What other insert would you make for your teacher? Let me know down in the comments below. Also, don't forget, if you want to be entered into our giveaway today, just sprinkle that love, tag those friends down below in the comments, and that lucky prize winner might be you. Okay, makers, what do you think about our project? I love it. I think the buffalo plaid ribbon is absolutely adorable. And y'all, how about using the resin as the center of our bow as well as the resin initial? I love this project. I also love that we can swap out our pieces for our teacher, and we can always make sure that she's got a fresh look for her desk. Let me know what you think about this project down in the comments below. Also, don't forget to let me know, did you watch me live today or did you catch me on a replay? Also, let me know where you joined me from today. And don't forget, if you want to enter into our giveaway today, just tag those friends down below in the comments and that lucky winner might be you. That's all we've got time for today, my friends. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, and thanks so much to Amy for letting me take over a maker studio. Until next time, happy DIYing, y'all.